Hello, hello. Welcome. It is time for another edition of the Black Belt Newscast. We are live today. I'm Cindy and I'm in Marengo County.
I'm Todd. I'm in Dallas County.
Yes, okay. So we have a lot going on this week, as always.
Yeah.
I always like to start out and mention that we are talking about stories that are at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And if you have any, want to see anything more about the stories or have other questions, you can ask us right now. We will see what you're asking wherever you are. And we see it and we can comment. But also, you can go read the stories in more full and see if you get the answer from there. You can also send your news to news at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And you can sign up for our daily newsletter. Comes out at 3 o'clock every day. When you go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, it'll ask you within the first couple of seconds. It's super easy and it is free. All of our content is free. We do not have a paywall. So we want to make it where everyone has access to news, regardless of where you are and even where you see us, because we get a lot of readers from your cell phones that may be where you are right now. And also, you can visit our new Black Belt calendar. It's not as new now, I guess. I've had it a couple of months now, but it has a lot of great events in there. And it has also, if you are in need, it has a service events tab that you can click, and it will tell you food giveaway days throughout the Black Belt, water filtration days, giveaway days, if that is being done right now. We add those very intentionally to the site so that everybody has access to what they need in the Black Belt, so that we all have a great quality of life and can do this community thing together.
Yep.
And if you want to write for us, email some information and say, hey, I want to write for you guys. News at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We have a lot of awesome community correspondence. Yeah. We're the full-time folks, but we have so many writers that help get us all in the tentacles and into the nooks and crannies of the Black Belt. If you've got an event that you've been to and didn't see one of us there, send us some pictures and video, and we do pay for the help. And you can also donate. We are a part nonprofit, going full nonprofit, and we would love your donations to help keep us going and keep our content free, and help us afford to have all these great correspondents by going to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And we are the only live newscast in the Black Belt.
We are.
Okay, so Todd has a big story for us today about the district attorney, Robert Turner. He sat down with him and had a really in-depth interview. Tell us about it.
Our district attorney, Robert Turner Jr., has started what he calls Project Zero. And this is an excerpt from the interview that I guess it'll be posted soon. The print version of the story is on the website right now. But Project Zero is an initiative to literally have zero homicides in the 4th Judicial Circuit, which is Bibb, Perry, Dallas, and Wilcox counties. So I may have left one out, but it's all in the story on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And one of the things that kind of spurred this is, of course, the murder rate as it is right now. Plus, over the past weekend, we lost another, as D.A. Turner described, very nice, very an upstanding young man who was stepped in and tried to stop a fight. His name was Jalen Tubbs in Marion. And he said this situation really illustrates why we need Project Zero to get the community involved with stopping violence and stopping murders and stopping killings, and get people to start using more less violent ways of solving disputes and problems. So it's all in the story, and of course we'll have the interview up too. And this is something we're going to be following because he's going to have community meetings, and I think you saw right there one of them was on the 29th at the Dallas County Courthouse, where what he calls the stakeholders. And the stakeholders are businesses, churches, school leaders, the community leaders, parents, anybody who's interested in stopping murder and violence in our communities is a stakeholder, and he's inviting everybody to please come to the courthouse September 29th at 5 on the 3rd floor in that courtroom where we interviewed right there. And we will have that meeting, and everybody can kind of get an idea of what's going on and how they can contribute. I think it's going to be a good thing, Cindy. I think this may actually help to push some good forward.
Your story has some murder rate information if you guys want to get that update, and how many we have. That poor Jaden Tubbs, I hear so many great things about him.
Yeah.
And well loved throughout the Black Belt. That was the first murder for Marion this year, but it is definitely not, one murder in Selma. So it is
well, it's just like
this effort.
Like Robert Turner said, one is too many. And that's the point. That's the whole point.
And you're scheduled to meet also with the DA that covers the western side of the Black Belt.
We'll be meeting with Miss England in the next week or two, depending on she's got some things she's putting together that she's going to want to talk about. And so once the right time when the time is appropriate, we're going to meet with her and find out what she's doing over in Marengo and Western counties.
So we also have talked about staying on crime courts. Drug recovery meetings was a big topic this week in Selma. And we had our very own Valencia Benjamin attended 2 meetings this week, one on Wednesday and one on Thursday, that were talking about, let's talk about the first one. Wednesday was the annual Justice and Recovery Conference, and it was in Selma, and it was talking about the accountability for the courts, and it is a new program that's set up by the Alabama Sentencing Commission. And there was a lot of talk about how to reduce incarceration rates by addressing root problems that are leading to crime. And I'm going to show this. Minister and gospel leader Wes Morgan was a lead participant here. He was their top speaker for both days, for that one and for Thursday's State Opioid Commission meeting. And this Rise and Recovery program, that's Maya Tolbert's program, was involved in both talks, but really more so on Thursday, because they were talking about the drug epidemic, initiatives that are in place to help with recovery. The governor set up the Alabama Opioid Addiction Council, and that comes with hotlines that you can call. And also there's an app, Connect Alabama, that has lists places to go for treatment, which is really helpful because you don't always, where you're based, know where you can go to get help if you are ready to recover. And it's this meeting included a lot of local people that are involved, like Vernetta Perkins. She's the district judge, Sheriff Grantham. So it's good to have all these folks involved in this discussion on how to improve the opioid crisis and incarceration rate. So it's a busy week for Selma.
Yeah.
We also have news about, in the education world, that the Healthcare Sciences School in Demopolis has a new board member.
Oh, wow.
This is Cade Warner, and he's he's president and CEO of Westervelt Company, and that's actually a family business that comes out of Gulf States Paper in Tuscaloosa and the Warner family. And so it has kind of merged a little over the years, and now he is the head of that company. And he has the Warner family, Westervelt Warner family, has a long link to the Demopolis community through economic impact and their paper mills. Mm-hmm. So it's really exciting to have them on the board so that they can be involved in some of the activities that they are looking at with their fundraising, and also as they're hiring and prepping for the Alabama School of Healthcare Sciences to come to Demopolis. Now they will start at the UWA campus, University of West Alabama in Livingston for the first year as they finish construction. And I'm waiting any day to hear about a groundbreaking because it's supposed to happen, I believe, in October for them to get started on the construction so that they'll be ready in time for 2026 class to go there, they hope. That's pretty fast, but hopefully they'll be able to accomplish that. And then I'm going to switch over to, we're going to stick on education for a few minutes.
That's a good thing.
The middle schoolers throughout Selma, Dallas County gathered at RB Hudson this week to recognize a civil rights anniversary. And it is the 62nd anniversary of the Nonviolent Student March for Equality. And it happened starting at RB Hudson. And the walk went to Carter Drug area in downtown Selma.
Yeah.
It was in 1963. And it was inspired after the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham. So they call it Unity Day here in Selma. They hold this usually every year. I've been to it before. And so this year's theme was how life during the civil rights movement impacted the world today and your vision for the future. It included foot soldiers. And let me see, I've got a picture of them, of the foot soldiers that were there. And so it was Charles Bonner and Chief Henry Allen, foot soldiers that were there, and they spoke about what it was like to participate in the movement 60 years ago. And I mean, this is students from Elwood, RB Hudson, Martin Middle, Keith Middle, Southside, Selma, so all over the place. And that's really, really cool that they bring everybody together across the community. Talk about civil rights and equality, and that's what we're best at here. And then there's one more I want to talk about. There is a Selma High School civics teacher who won a national award. Here she is, Veronica Pitts. Really cool because she was named the Bill of Rights Institute National Civics Teacher of the Year. And as you can see, it goes with $5,000. And they did a surprise announcement for her with the state superintendent. As you can see, Eric Mackey was there. Tanya Chestnut was there. And that's the deputy superintendent, Angela. What is her last name? I cannot remember. And she was there as well to give a big shout out for the accomplishment of winning. And it's national. She was up, Angela Martin, and she was up against a lot of folks. So that's really exciting. And I know Selma Schools was very excited about that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to turn it over to you to tell us a little bit about Sav-A-Life.
Oh, I got an opportunity yesterday to speak with Jennifer and Kayla at Sav-A-Life, and they've gotten a very large donation recently, and this donation is going to go to help further their mission and their ministry of helping women in crisis pregnancies, and also including the fathers, the men, and doing a lot of good things for families and helping to keep families together. They wanted to talk about their donation and talk about some of the things that are going on at Sav-A-Life, and Safe Harbor is another name we call it in the Selma, Dallas County area. That interview is forthcoming. It'll be up on our blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, both in print and video form. There's a lot of good things going on there, and they also want to let everybody know they live only on donations. They take no money from the state. They don't get any no tax dollars of any type. It is all by donations, and so they're asking people to be ready for their Christmas auction, the online auction that's coming up December 1st and 2nd. And then in April, they'll have their banquet. They're bringing the banquets back. They did last year. And those are their two big other fundraisers. So we'll have all that in detail coming up within a day or two. So that's on the way. Good stuff going on there. It's nice to see. We talk about the bad things. It's good to see the good things that are helping everybody in the area. And it's nice to do those stories, too.
And the election is next week.
Right.
Runoff elections are Tuesday, September 23rd. Don't forget to go vote in your district. We do have an election hub on our website at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. If you just go down a little bit on the homepage, you'll see an election hub. It has the lists of everybody that is running in the runoffs in your community. So let's hope for a good turnout, election turnout. It was half decent for the August 26th. So this is all those running after that. Anyone who didn't make it with more than 50% are in a runoff. So very exciting.
Gotta get a good turnout. Get people out to vote.
Okay, so the Black Belt Roundup.
Black Belt Roundup.
We've got a couple of things going on. Tell us about, there is a gas pipeline meeting coming up.
Yes, on September 30th at Arts Revive in Selma at 5 o'clock. It's going to be 5 o'clock. Senator Robert Stewart is going to hold a special community meeting to discuss this gas pipeline that is planned, and it'll cut through pretty much all of the Black Belt News Network counties. So all the counties have a stake in this, and this meeting is a chance for you to come learn more about it and also to voice your opinions and your feelings. I think we had that up on our website too, don't we, Cindy? That meeting is coming up on the 30th. So mark your calendar, and you might want to do a little more in depth and find out exactly what it's all about. That's what this meeting is about, is to find out what it's all about.
Yeah, a lot of folks are not sure if they want it to go through property, etc. So this is your chance to find out more information and give your input.
Right, exactly.
All right, there's a haunted history tour coming up.
Yeah, I got a chance to sit down with Dr. William Henry and Jonathan Matthews at Old Cahaba Archaeological Park. The haunted history tours are coming up, and this year it's going to be a little bit different. They're changing it up just a little. They've also added children's stories. There's Jonathan telling one of his personal stories of what happened to him there at the park. But there's going to be children's haunted history tours that start a little earlier in the day during the weekend. It's the weekend of the, let me look at my calendar real quickly, because I didn't write it down like it would have been a smart thing to do. The 18th and the 25th. The weekend of the 18th and the 25th. And I believe they said both days. The 7 o'clock show is already sold out. But you can call them at 334-872-8058. 872-8058 to get tickets. But it's going to be bigger and better, and it's going to be a lot of fun. They've always done a paranormal investigation.
Oh, yes.
This year, they're moving it to a different site.
Oh, it's
and it's a site that a lot of friends of mine who do that for livings and hobbies say is a very active site.
Awesome.
So it's going to be exciting this year. So be sure you get your tickets.
Yes,
I got the complete interview and all that's coming up too.
Well, you volunteer and you tell stories.
Yes, I'm going to tell a story. Matter of fact, we were talking yesterday exactly if I was going to be part of the change. But I think at this point, I'm going to still tell the same story. But there's going to be some other stories in the park, in the cemetery. Excuse me, some other stories in the cemetery. The route's going to be a little bit different, and some of the other stories are going to change up. And the paranormal investigation is going to be at a complete. It's actually, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be at the Castle Morgan site. Castle Morgan was the prison where the Confederates held Union soldiers.
That's right.
And there's a lot of things going on there, and that's also on the site of an ancient Native American settlement that was there centuries before Cahaba was ever carved out of the wilderness. So it's going to be interesting to see the changes, and it's going to be fun. I was excited to be there yesterday. Of course, anytime I go down there, I get excited.
I volunteered at that house that they used to do it at.
Yeah.
And it was pretty quiet. So I'm excited about the opportunity of hearing and maybe seeing something.
We'll be sure we get you there. You'll love
it. Okay. So after this, we have one more meeting I want to talk about that's really, you need to sign up for Edmondite Missions. They are doing their workforce development, fourth annual business training and development. And this gives a chance to take culinary arts classes, skilled trades, so pressure washing, roofing, and these are great tools to help you succeed and get a trade that can help you come out with a job. And it starts on September 29th. You could register now. Its space is limited. I think they said it's like 40 or something. So it definitely get your word in as soon as you can. You can scan that QR code, but it's also at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. It's among our ads. So you can click on the ads. It'll take you right to the page that you need. And that would be, we've got, Summer Sturt Event is one of their examples that makes the vegan cinnamon rolls. And she's out of that culinary arts program, and she does that for a living now and is very successful. So it would be a really great opportunity for our community. Really excited about that. And I know they're going to do another one in the spring, and we'll help promote that one too. So everybody gets the word out that it's available. Friday Night Lights is tonight, y'all. Selma is playing Demopolis at Demopolis. I will be there. I'll get some video and some photos, and we will have a scoreboard for tomorrow, and have a list of all the scores. And then all my writers, it's all over the place. All of us are on the sidelines somewhere. Those stories will be trickling in over the weekend. So go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com to our sports page if you want to see how everybody did. And if you don't see yours on there, send it to us. We would love to get a roundup. We can't be everywhere, but you guys can help us do that.
Now remember one more thing. Tonight at 7 o'clock at Arts Revive, Yellowhammer Theater's Marjorie Prime is going on stage. And I understand there's still plenty of tickets and plenty of rooms. You can get them at the door. I don't remember the price, but Marjorie Prime, Yellowhammer Theater's production at Arts Revive tonight, 7 o'clock.
Great. All right. So we will see you guys next week. Always
see you next week.
Going on. We'll be getting video and we'll share it with you. All the things that we have going on in the Black Belt next week at the same time. So we'll see you guys then.
Thank you so much. Have a good week.